Hey guys, it's Manx Jules back again on the battlefield. Not that battlefield, we're in the Diablo 3 battlefield. And today we're going to have a look at Greater Rift. This is a new thing to Seasons in Diablo 3. If you watched my previous video, you know I'm on a level 70 Crusader in Seasons. And I'm level 74 Paragon, nothing special. Couple of pieces of green gear, Akan's set, Butcher's Carver in the main hand, checking board offhand, and for anybody that recognises the Captain America build where you throw shields around everywhere, this is one of the two pieces you need. Check my other video out if you want a more detailed look at all my gear and skills and stuff. There's nothing special going on, it's a Captain America Blessed Shield build with some added extras. This one being the main one. Punish, my primary skill, gets the effect of every room, that's cool. One of the ones I didn't go over in my last video, and I can never find it. This one, this is cool. Prevents all arcane damage taken, and you heal yourself 23% of the amount prevented. 23% doesn't sound much, but arcane damage, those big purple laser beams are arcane turrets, and those things hurt, especially when a boss drops them. Preventing all arcane damage, that's cool. We'll probably see some when we jump into this rift, this Greater Rift. So, what do you need to do to get into a Greater Rift? You need to do a regular rift first, and when you kill the Rift Guardian, you've got a chance of getting this, Keystone of Trials. Tell you what, let's just turn this music down a bit, so I can hear myself think. Okay, so you get a Keystone of Trials, and this basically puts you in an arena, and you get waves upon waves of enemies coming at you, and depending on how many waves you pass and how quickly you pass them, you'll get given a Greater Rift Keystone at the end of it. So let's jump in, let's go and do a Keystone trial. Oops, that's Kadala. My bad, I'm always going to Aaron betting, I'm losing all my shards. That's Auric, we don't want him yet. Honestly, I've done this before. So you just pop that in there like a normal Rift Keystone fragment. Accept. Dropped in. 10 seconds. 8 seconds rather. And then it's just beat every wave. Now, I said do it as fast as you can. You are on a time limit. I'll explain afterwards why you might not want to go so fast. That's it, waves complete 1. Now you'll notice there it said wave 1 cleared starting wave 5. Not wave 2, wave 5, because I cleared it in a certain time. This one's a little bit slower, wave 7, so it went up by 2. Ooh, come on, this is slow for me. Wave 9. It's usually around this time I tend to slow down a bit. And like I said, I'll explain that in a minute. Ooh, wave 14, I don't think I've been this high. Now I'm going to intentionally fail this one. The reason you want to slow down, or fail like I just did there, is because depending on how you did, is depending on what Greater Rift Keystone you start with. This one's level 9. I mentioned in my last video, I can only do level 12. Level 13 I'm about 1 minute off the limit, because you get 15 minutes to do each rift. So if you see yourself on like wave 11, wave 12, and you know you can handle 11s and 12s, you might want to fail there. I failed on 14 and still only got a level 9. I've had higher than that before. So there's probably a complex formula on the Diablo 3 forums now that it's all calculated. You can go and check that out. So we speak to Auric. He closes the obelisk automatically, you don't have to wait 30 seconds. So now we have the keystone, level 9. I should be able to do this fairly easily. So let's jump right in. Greater Rifts are straightforward. 15 minutes. Kill all the mobs. Get to the end, kill the Rift Guardian with under 15 minutes, and you get one of two rewards. And the great thing about Greater Rifts is the mobs don't drop anything. No gold, no items, even the clickables and kickables, and nothing. All they drop is health pots, healing orbs, the yellow orbs, I forgot what they are, and some purple orbs which are new to Greater Rifts. And you'll see some purple orbs drop off one of these blue mobs in a minute. See these? And what these do is increase this bar. This is your progress bar. There's a timer underneath, 14 minutes, and this is your progress. And there's a general rule of thumb I'll explain when I've got a few more orbs or a bit more progress under my belt, so you can see the difference. It's a nice change not have to worry about drops and your clicks and kicks. Just go around and kill everything, and you get all your rewards at the end. The Rift Guardian drops. Allegedly, he drops all the loot the other monsters should get. I mean, should drop. He doesn't, but you do get a nice amount of loot. Most of it's gold and useless other items, but you do get legendaries. I think 2 of my pieces of Akan's set came up. A level 7 Greater Rift Guardian. And the Jekken board dropped off a Greater Rift Guardian as well. So you do get nice stuff. Sometimes you get nothing. You do get stuff, but you don't get any legendaries. It really depends on how kind the RNG is feeling. Almost missed them. You'll notice on the progress bar now, you can just see it, there's actually 2 lines. There's one where the timer is just there, and then there's one where your progress bar is, that sort of whiter edge. And as a good gauge of how well you're doing, you want about from there to about there, space-wise, between your progress and your timer. Because that way, you know you're going to give yourself some time to kill a Rift Guardian. Because to get your bonus, you have to kill the Rift Guardian before the timer goes out. If you run out of time, you still kill the Rift Guardian, but you can't progress any further. Which you'll see shortly. Although this is fairly slow for a level, what are we on, 9? And normally clearly it's fairly fast, but I think a lot of time it depends on what level or what map you get put on. Some maps are like blues and yellows all over the place. Other maps are like this, where it's a bit of a mishmash of everything and a lot more trash. You can better see what I mean now about the two different lines. That's one you want to keep an eye on. So this is another reason I said slow down in the rifts, because if you in the trials rather, because if you do the best you can, you could end up being put on like Greater Rift level 15, and you might die straight away because you can't handle it. I can't handle it. Like I said, I can barely do 12, and I'm about a minute short on 13. So if I was to do the Keystone trial, puts me on Greater Rift level 14, I'm screwed. To put it politely. I mean, yeah, I could still do the Rift, and I could still kill the Guardian, but I wouldn't be able to progress any further. I could do that one Rift, maybe. I mean, maybe I can't, or maybe it's too hard for me. Who knows? If you're playing in groups, I don't think it matters so much. But if you're doing it solo like me, you've got nobody to rely on but yourself. And it's a nice endgame. It's not the best thing they could do for endgame, but you can give yourself little challenges, like I know I can't do 13 in a minute. By the end of next week I know I'll be able to do maybe 15 if I can get the drops. I'm still a long way off being able to do level 30, but I could only be like 2 drops off getting the stuff for the condemned build, or the shotgun build, and I could do level 20 in, 10 minutes for example. So I keep an eye on the leaderboards. I think the lowest on the leaderboard at the minute is like 25, so I'm still a long way off that. But who knows, I don't know how long the season's going to last. I may get up there eventually. I don't think I'll ever get to 40, which is the highest Crusader solo rift at the minute. And not many people have done that at level 40. And it was only recently, within the last couple of days. There's that arcane turret I was on about. It's nice to be able to stand in them and nothing happens. Oh, I've died by so many of them on my regular character. And on Torment, they take you down fast if you don't have the resistance. You stand in one of them and you know about it. So I almost don't want to give up the amulet that I'm wearing that gives me that arcane protection. There's not very many amulets I could put in there that would be better than that. The only downside is it doesn't have a socket, and you have to put your legendary gems into jewellery. I think it's rings and amulets, not just rings. So I'm leveling up that one legendary gem at the minute. I've got to get it to rank 25 to get the secondary bonus of it. And when you complete a rift, if you do it in time, which we should do here easily, you get a choice of 2 things. You can upgrade the legendary gem 3 times, or I think it's 3 times. It may be more depending on how fast you do the rift. And there's a failure chance, or success chance rather. At the minute, I've got a 15% success rate, which is basically nothing. So my other option is to upgrade my Greater Rift Keystone. So depending on how fast you complete the rift, like how fast I complete this one, if I choose to upgrade my Keystone, I could get level 10, maybe level 11. Probably not level 12 unless I did it super fast. It does tell you before you click OK what level you're going to get. I'm not away, that's going back. I've got a choice here. I can go round, because I've not done this bit, or I can go down here. So if I remember rightly, this is the way out to the next level. So I think I'll save some time by going down this way. Good choice. Anytime you see a blue mobs or a yellow mob, you know you're going to get 3 of those orbs. There we go. And I was right, there's a door to the level 2. Should be able to get the Guardian on this level. Yeah, definitely. So we're almost there. We've only got 4 minutes, which doesn't feel like a lot. I'd say I'd probably need a minute and a half by the time I get to the Guardian. Depends which one it is as well. I can take down most within 2 minutes. I'd say between a minute and 2 minutes. There is one that I can take down really fast, I don't know why. It could just be its lack of resistance to one of my skills. But obviously it's pure luck on which one you get. One of them's a pain because it has a protective bubble around it. And as soon as you throw anything at it, like your Blessed Shield for example, it slows them down. They do hit eventually, I think. Obviously, if it slows things down, it takes longer. Whoa. That guy made a lot of copies of himself. There we go, there's a Guardian. Oh yeah, plenty of time. This one's pretty straightforward. He does a bit of damage and jumps around a lot. But that's about it really. I just throw what I've got in. As soon as my cooldowns come off cooldown, I spam them. The phalanx and the beam pretty much takes care of him. And bombardment should finish him off. Almost. Done. Oh, we got a source. Fantastic. An item I can't use on this character. So as you can see, you get a lot of junk, a lot of blues. Sometimes you get a lot of yellows, a lot of gems. I don't see any Imperial. They're all marquee. So we'll hoover all this up. Whoops, not yet. And you'll see there's an NPC there to talk to. So, congratulations, choose your reward. So like I said, we can upgrade the keystone. She'll give me a level 10, which I can do easily. Or I can upgrade the gem and not get a new keystone. So if you don't get a new keystone, you have to get a new keystone of trials, or use one if you've got one like I have, in storage. If you choose to upgrade a gem, it shows you all the gems you can upgrade, legendary gems that is. Even if they're in your armour, in your stash, wherever, you can access them anywhere to upgrade them. And like I say, you can upgrade them a number of times. The most I've seen is 3, and the success rate goes down as they get higher. But for now, we're going to upgrade the keystone, and I'm going to do level 10. And then I'll probably get 11 or 12 after that and do that one as well. There we go, level 10. Head back to town, speak to Auric for a bit of XP. I might get another, what they called, you know what I mean. My mind's gone blank, a Paragon level. I probably won't now after all that. No, I didn't. Close. So you give it 30 seconds and you can dive straight back in if you want to. Now, just out of pure curiosity, let's identify this and see what it is. I don't even think you can put it on an enchantress. A Firebird's Eye. looks fairly good. Some nice set bonuses there for a fire wizard. I don't know why it dropped that though. Normally it drops Crusader stuff at least. I suppose it is completely random. Did she use it? No, didn't think so. So the only thing I can do with that is I could sell it, I could crush it, or I can just hold on to it for now. Eventually all this stuff will be available when the season's over, so I could use it on my non-season wizard if she needs it. Who knows? Anyway, that's Greater Rift, guys. Sorry it was only level 9. I just wanted to give you a brief overview of it. I can't speak. If you run rifts, let me know in the comments what your highest rift is. Greater Rift. And whether I got everything right, if I got anything wrong. Which I probably did. It's hard to commentate and play at the same time. And I'll try and keep more of these videos coming. I will get back to Minecraft eventually. But at the minute, D3 is more fun. Seasons be seasons. One last thing before we go. This is the leaderboards. If you're not in the season, this is what you're fighting for basically. So you've got your seasons and your season of hardcore. You've got to be a serious player to play a season of hardcore. So this is the top solo Crusader. The one that's done the highest tier in the fastest time. So you can see it took me 12 minutes something to do that level 9. They've done level 40 in 11 minutes. And I'll give you a quick example. We'll view the profile. I'm sure they won't mind. Heroes. So this is their Crusader. 853k damage. Minimum. I think I'm at 700 and something. And they're using a slash seal, like I mentioned in my other video, I think. A lot of top Crusaders are using that. Shield Glare, Condemn. Flaws, Provoke. Akarat's Champion. Nothing special. So I'm guessing if we inspect them, it's probably to do with this. They've got a Blade of Prophecy with Condemn. Condemned enemies also trigger Condemned explosions. I'm guessing that clears out a lot of mobs fairly fast. So this is the Condemn build. You need the Blade of Prophecy and this shield. So Condemn has no cooldown. It costs more wrath but no cooldown. That's one of the builds. If I can find one, the other build it's around here somewhere. I think that's it. Read the profile on this one. No, this isn't it. I thought this was a shotgun build. I'll bring you that build if I ever get the nice drops I need. Anyway guys, I'll took up enough of your time. Thanks for watching, see you next time.